3 at once. Impressive. All right, thank you, Max. Grab a seat. We've seen these before, yes?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you have trouble remembering which one means greater than, which one means less than. Guys, I'm 34 years old and I still have trouble remembering. I've been taught a million, oh, let's not put it out. I've been taught a million times and I somehow seem to forget every now and then which one means which. But I'm here today to help you remember. Victoria, do you have a question?
No.
Okay. So, we've heard the whole alligator thing, eating the bigger or smaller number. I've done it before. I've had that explained to me before, but sometimes I forget. Does it eat the bigger number or eat the smaller number, right? I always forget. So I kind of thought up a different way to think about it. Right here we have 85, correct?
Yeah.
Right here we have 75. Who can raise your hand and tell me, hands down for a second, if 75 is bigger than 85, raise your hand. You think 75 is bigger than 85? Oh, okay. Well, let's try this, hands down. If you think 85 is the bigger number, raise your hand. Looks like most of us, if not all of us, think 85 is bigger than 75. And yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. You are correct. 85 is bigger. Some people say that this little alligator thing will eat the bigger number, right? That's one way to remember it. Thumbs up if that's how you remember it. Okay? So, it doesn't work for everyone. If you're like me, my brain works in weird ways. Here's how I have come up for myself to remember it. It might not work for you. This is the bigger space. You see the space between the top and the bottom?
Yeah.
Is that bigger than this tiny little space?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like to remember, oh, the side with the bigger space is the side with the bigger number. Does that make sense? So you can do either way. The alligator eats the bigger number, or the side with the bigger space is on the side with the bigger number. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Raise your hand. Is anyone confused so far?
No.
Victoria, you're a little bit confused? What's confusing to you?
No. It's all a question.
What's your question?
How are we supposed, if the bigger number is on this side, and if we put the alligator thing on this side, that would mean it's left.
Right. So you're talking about maybe this example right here, how the alligator's facing the other way, right? Well, you're just going to flip it however you need to, so that the open side, or the bigger side, or the alligator is eating the bigger number. So if these numbers were switched, right? Let's say this is 75, and this is 85. Is this alligator symbol correct right now?
No.
No, right? Because it eats the bigger number, or the bigger space, the side of the bigger space is on the bigger number side. Would this one be correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to hand out a worksheet in just a little bit, and you're going to kind of fill these out. In fact, let's do this first one together. This is nice and easy. This side is 35. This side's 42. I want everyone to stand up. Go ahead and stand up. Okay? What I want you to do is I want you to face which side of the classroom, either the south side or the north side, and eat the number you think it needs to be eaten. So if you think 35 is the bigger number and you need to eat this way, do this. If you think 42 is the bigger number, I want you facing this way. Does that make sense? And freeze. Looks like most of you have got it, right? Raise your hand if 35 is the bigger number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think 35 is bigger? Okay, hands down. We've got one person. Raise your. You don't think so either? Okay, let me tell you the other number. 42. If you think 42 is bigger than 35, raise your hand. Good, so then we should all be chomping this way. Let's chomp that bigger number. Let's.
I was right.
So it looks like that. Good. Let's do one more example. I'm going to write two numbers up here. 7 and how about 32? So if you think 7 is the bigger number, you're going to chomp this way. If you think 32 is a bigger number, you're going to chomp this way. Go ahead and stand up for me, chomp. Chomp, chomp, chomp to Stephanie. Good, freeze. Chompers down. Let's do one more. I'm not even gonna read the numbers for you. I just want you on your own to figure out, do I chomp this way or chop this way. Stephanie, can you remind us, do we chop the bigger or smaller number? The bigger, okay, so let's do this.
9, 3.
Show me which way you're gonna chop. Ooh, good, we're all chopping 9 because it's bigger. All right, let's do one more. Let's do one more.
22. 17.
Oh, very close. I see most of you chopping this way. So Brooklyn, what number do we have here? Good, and what number is this? Which one of those two numbers is bigger, 22 or 17?
I thought that was 12.
Oh, I see. So now that you know it's 22, which way do you want to chop? Yeah, hey, let's do one more, and then I will show you how to break them down. All right, let's do one. Raise your hand if you want an easy one. Raise your hand if you want a hard one. Oh, I like this. We like to challenge ourselves. Okay. Let's do hard.
48.
Nice.
Good job. So raise your hand if you think, or give me a thumbs up if you think you know which way the chompers go.
This way.
Give me a thumbs up if you think you're ready to move on.
I want a heart.
Good.
I want like 100.
So let's all take a seat. It's going to get a little more difficult because sometimes it's not just going to be two numbers. Sometimes it will look like this. 4 10s and 3 1s, 4 10s and 6 1s. What's one method I can use to figure out what these numbers actually are? America. Yes. Avery, what's one method I can use to figure out what 4 10s and 3 1s is?
Place value chart.
Place value chart's a great one. Let's start with that. So 4 10s, 3 1s. Does that look right to you?
Yeah.
Can I do that for this one too?
Yeah.
4 10s, 6 1s. Who can raise your hand and tell me which one of these is bigger? First of all, Ryan, what number is this?
4,
The whole thing.
43,
Good. What number is this, Ryan?
46,
Which one's bigger?
46.
You want to chop this way for me?
Yeah.
Good. Place value chart is a great one. What's one more idea? Does anyone have any one idea? What about quick tens? Can I do quick tens?
Yeah.
So 4 10s and 3 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. We know that the long lines are 10s, right? And then our 1s can be these little guys. 1, 2, 3. 4 10s and 6 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 1. Now let's count together. Remember the long ones count as 10, right, Stephanie? Let's all count together. 10, 20, 30, 40. Stop. Yes, so Stephanie, switch your brains to 1. So we're at 40, 41, 42, 43. And if you need to, you can write the number down. Okay? Let's count these ones. 10, 20, 30, 40. Stop. Switch your brains. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. So I'll write that down. Now we know the two numbers, 43 and 46. And chomp the right way for me. Which way are we chomping? Yeah. You can use whichever one helps you the most. If you prefer place value, use place value. If you prefer quick tens, use quick.